Hello everybody. Just going to put the usual link out and just bear with me. Be with you very shortly. Yeah. Right. So, Myst VR. Now this is a legendary game. And you get a free environment. So I've actually got a Myst environment. Pretty cool. So legendary game, which I used to have on PC when it first came out when I was a kid, and I probably played, I don't know, maybe an hour, and I couldn't even work out what I was supposed to do, how I was supposed to do it. I don't think I solved any puzzle. I don't think I found the puzzle, so I don't think I could probably play for an hour. I just gave up, to be honest. And then I never ended up going back to it. So, that's off settings, right. Smooth movement. Yes. Free movement and picture of those. Moves. Walk run. I'll leave all that. Right then. So yeah, just sent a link to my mate. He just texts back saying what a good game it was. Well, obviously, as I've never done the original World Game Classic. And we're playing for about an hour.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my intentions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Yeah, when I played it, obviously it was, if I remember right, it was almost like sort of snapshot movement. You know, you see a path, you click to go forward, and then it's just like, yeah. I think if you played it, you know what I mean. Gotta say that looks nice. Wicked graphics. Graphics are amazing. That was it. There was a weird ride. Anything. Never. I don't think I ever could do any of the puzzles. When you talk about classic games, this is one that always comes up. Ooh. So that looks wicked. Oh, I missed that. Usually something for something. Was that in the original? I don't remember anything. I remember going into some domey. Mind you, it was a long time. It was 1993. It was a long time ago, wasn't it? Just have a bit of research about it. Mind you, just check there's nothing else out. I'm really looking at there. Before I start clicking, let's have a look at this. I'll check the comments in a bit. So we've got sunken ship, which I don't remember that either. Big wheelie thing. Put them over. Just say it looks wicked. Press the A button to reset your height. See the A button. Ah, Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our floor chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. That's the only thing that I've seen, because I watched a couple of reviews when I found out this was on Quest. And the only thing that people, sort of bad thing people said about it, was in the original, obviously, you hadn't got a headset on. And so you needed a piece of paper to write down clues, some sort of notebook, which when you got a headset on, that's going to be obviously more difficult. The devs were apparently going to put a notebook feature in. Presumably they haven't yet, but so is that the 4 chamber down there? Beside the dock. Enter the number. Well, I'm going to keep this with me. Left you a message about most importance in our 4 chamber beside the dock. Well, this is a sort of chamber beside the dock, so I don't know if it's the 4 chamber. See if I can find where I'm supposed to enter. Ooh! I don't think I've ever been there. Oh, that looks bloody wicked. Oh. I like that. Settings, dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test, 40. Marker switch diagram, 40. Water turbulent, 67. Well, that's a water turbulent pool. So. So that's marker switches. So I'm going to enter the number of marker switches on the island. Right. I don't know if I put that, is that going to... Right, it's gone. Have I got the track? So I need to know how many of them there are. Right. Before I go back out, let's just check. 3. So, how many of those switchy things are there on the island? Let's see if I can find it. Right, so there's 1. 2. 3. Ah, 4. So what I should have done really was put them up. Then if I could come across the same one, I know that I've already counted it. If that makes sense. Ah, I wonder if that corresponds to the sunken ship over there. There's lead 5. 6. Movement speed's quite fast. Something like that. Whoa! I don't remember any of this at all. Remember like a domey thing when there was books, but is that 7? 8? Possibly. Ah, that's what I tried to get through from that little cemetery bit. Right then, so but it said how many on the island. Does that count as on the island? I suppose it would. So there's 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think there's 8. 6, 7 and 8. Did that message go back onto that rock? Yeah. Right, 4 chamber beside the dock. So does it mean that is that 4 chamber? Is it beside or on the dock? Am I overthinking this? Let's just write into the image to retrieve the message. Right. Awesome. I'll put 0, try 0, 8. Yes!
My love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar. But I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
No, I might need to see this again. I hope I can watch that again. Yeah.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Agonar. But I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Right then. Yes! Actually solved the puzzle. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Ah, that's... Press L3 down. You switch between running and walking. Why do the walking speed's quite fast? Right. Check stream. I'm quite chuffed with that. I don't remember. I don't remember that at all. So, it's rotation of the tower. Ah, presumably that up there. Now, I did find... Where was it now? There was a map thing that... There was a map thing that... I can't remember where that was, to be fair. Oh, you don't. You don't fall. Right then. Oh, where was that map thing? Right. Oh, was it down there? No. They've got to be done in a certain order, or we can do it in any order. Power to ship. Generator switches. Ah. Okay, right. So that puts 10 on that one. 11. 18. 20. No. 10. 1. 7. Each one's got a different. It was making a noise before. Why is it not making a noise now? Fucking clue what I'm doing. Right, let's come back to that. Try and find this thing that rotates the top. What's in there? Oh no, I'm really there. Right. This is just a tree. Where's that bloody thing? Wasn't in it, was it? Oh, it was. Dick. Right. Is that right? Turn that right round. See if I can see that thing. Oh, but there's a slit there. Shows the direction it's pointing. Let's just double check that. So he said, ah, right. So yeah. So I'm moving that. Does that point to? Have to point to something. Still working. Right. Well, this is the room with the toilet. Let's have a bit of a. Why? Why are those two in blue? Nothing else is. That wasn't showing up before. Just that was on. I'm sure. I have to push the stream back after I'm sure. Just this, which presumably where I am now. Maybe that's the next area I've got to do. Try and put that over there. Right, let's have a look at what else we got in there. What? What the hell? Ah. Interesting, no clue what to do with it then. Ah, now this opened up and you got the sector.
Serious? Oil. Seal. Miss Economic. Pages. Forever and ever. Pages. Pages.
Blue pages.
To me.
Well, there's a red book over there. Ah, now do I get the message if I open it again?
Serious?
Yeah.
Oil.
I think it says he wants blue pages.
Seal. Miss Economic. Help me. Bring me pages. Forever and ever. Pages. Pages.
Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived, enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, they were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before I was going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them while I was gone I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand what they expected me to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I'd hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I'm pleased. They've played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I've enjoyed studying from it. It's a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I've learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system at this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I've made a note of and named a number of the constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimpses of light from the horizon which I have not been able to discover. If it is created by some natural phenomenon or additional people on the far off islands or rocks, I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavy rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. The rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me. I'd like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I decided to return home for a short while. I've also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They will be curious about the light and travel to discover its source if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I would need for construction of the lighthouse. I decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We've worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we're building on seems not to be as secure as I would like. I've had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. How much is this? The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys were amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without me being coated with a chilly blanket of ocean dew I'd become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbours. I feel pleased to leave this age. I've set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. Stone ship age, bird's eye view. Then a constellation. Right, not much more to read. Come on. I think of this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I've yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It's been 10 years since I left this age, which I since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognise. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been served me with new foods and shown me new materials I've discovered. They even seem to have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition. It looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I've noted the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimetres. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. And constellations. So that's obviously going to be important at some point. Ooh. And does that go back in there? Oh no, we'll pop back in this one. That's alright. About another. So there are different locations to get to. License. Nice. Now that one down. Oh! Oh, the front door. The front door's locked. Ah! Ha! So that gives you access to the outside. And where does this one take you? Some sort of lift. I haven't got a clue what the hell's going on in this game. But I've got to admit, when you push something, it's what happens. Pardon me. It's pretty damn good. Ah, now I found. I can't remember where it was. I found somewhere, and there was a thing for dates. I need to write these down. I see what people say about you need a notebook function, yeah. Ah, this is that tower thing. I'm going to move off. No. Well, this is the right house you come to the, what's it? You got the ship. They said something in that message, something about rotating the tower. So if that could between the tower and one. Still only showing those two. Oh, balls, I didn't write those dates down. the old turn 90 degrees right then. Right, how would we have to do? Oh, I haven't checked the stream. See if anybody's off. No. Oh, there is someone. Alright, Cornerstone. Sorry you've been waiting for me to respond, mate. Alright, you're having trouble. Yeah, sometimes I've got to be in the right order, it can be awkward. Oh no, man. Oh god, it's horrible when your computer dies. Serious condolences, mate. Did you ever try this? Sorry, I've got a pen in my mouth. October 11, 1984. (10:04 AM). January 17th, 12:07, 5:46 AM. November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 PM. Now, have you played it at all in flat? Because absolute, legendary game. But I had it when I was a kid, and I can't remember how long I played it for. Might be half hour, might be an hour. It wasn't long. I couldn't work out what I was supposed to do, where I was supposed to go, how anything worked. So I've already discovered more in this nearly an hour in this hour than I did in the original. I don't think I ever went back to it. But I don't remember, there's so much I don't remember. But then again, things look different in VR than they do in flat. Now, I didn't work out that. I've got to say, this looks absolutely stunning, mate. This is beautiful. I can't remember. There was a place and it had things with dates. And I can't remember where it was. Oh, let's go up there. Is it down there? I mean, it's very surreal at the moment. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Oh no, this is like a generator thing that I couldn't work out. But I've managed to find a message. And I've two sort of messages I've found. I've unlocked one message and is it there? Ah, here we go. Right. October 11, 1984. How do I... October... I'll check the comments again in a second. I'm on the roll there. 1984. No, I haven't. $10.04. Oh, I'm not. The button on this side. I thought I wanted to turn the thing off. I forgot the time there. 10:04. No, come on. No. Oh. Is that doing anything? Now, I found a book with lots of constellations in, which obviously is going to have something to do with this book. I'm not sure how. It's for a constellation on there. Don't know what the bloody hell that means. Still see it? No. I'm going to have to finish the stream in a bit. So I'm going to go and do some tears. Yeah. Yeah, the same as me, mate. I just couldn't work anything out at all, but what did I find? I've found 2 messages. Well, the one thing... Well, there's a letter here, something about number of master switches. And I got a message here.
Catherine, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened.
Your sons are playing up.
Hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed.
Do you want to watch this again? See?
Catherine, it's one of our sons.
He mentions turning the tower.
I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it.
Watch it twice, Now, one thing I didn't try on this was the photo. Is that like the island? So I hope I can get that bloody message back to like these. Yeah.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe.
Now, well, I'm just gonna have a quick thingy and get this book. Now, can I take this out? Yes. So, 2 little dots down the bottom. Come on. So, it's 2 pages. We've got 2 there, so. Ah, that's it. So that's Leaf. I bet that's going to go back into the library now. Oh, shit. Right, well, I'll have to do the others later, but when I come back, try those other dates and see what constellations we get. I don't know. Ah, there we are, save. Whee! Now, one good thing with this, when you start, if you go into like new game. Oh no, just tell you. You can either have the classic, which is what I've had, or you can do a randomised thing, so it randomises the puzzles. So some new ones, so it's gives you a new way of playing it. I never showed it before again. I never showed you the other message. I hope that book's come back. I know it wasn't in that book. It was in this. No.
Serious? Stop. You. I see you.
It's all going through there. I think it was my hand.
Serious? Stop.
No, one thing, there's the other book in there. So he wants blue pages, you want red pages.
I can't see. Need a red page. You must. Please bring me. Beg of you, bring page. I am serious. Give it up. Long ago.
I'm sure when I first come in here, only that was lit up. Right. Let's save it again. Do you know So yeah, I found one web page. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just trying different things and seeing how it works out. So, gotta say, I'm enjoying that. And when you buy the game, you get a free Myst. What's it? Living thingamabob. What do they call it? Environment, virtual environment. That's it. So that's pretty cool. So, well, let's just check the comments. Yeah, see you later, and I'm going to do dinner now, and then I might jump on this again, do a bit more on this. That's pretty good. Yeah, enjoying this. Right, well, anybody that drops on, thank you for dropping on. Thanks, Cornerstone, for keeping me company. I'll definitely be doing a bit more of this later, hopefully. Definitely, hopefully, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it looks brilliant. It's really surreal, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. But hopefully, it'll all come clear eventually. But having a great time. So take care, everybody. Hope you're having a good day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, night. So hope you're having a good one. Keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra a bit.